Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Harry Lausanesiris, and this is grecochess, my YouTube chess channel. And we are continuing our adventure playing against the chess.com bots. And let's see where we are now at this point. Up to now, we have defeated the three bots that have rating 250, which is Marty from Bulgaria, Wayne from Singapore, and Fabian from Gibraltar. And then the three bots that have rating of 400, which is Juan from Venezuela, Philip from Poland, and Eleni from Greece. And then we defeated the three bots with rating of 550, Noel from Finland, Oliver from Ireland, and Milika from Serbia. And now we are facing the bots with a rating of 700. We already defeated Aaron from Iceland, John Jay from Liberia, and today we are facing Mina from Iran. And the rules are as follows. We face every bot twice, once with white, once with black. We win, we continue. It's a draw. We play the game again, same bot, same colors. And when finally I lose, it's going to be the end of the series. And let's see what Mina from Iran can do. She starts by telling us, Salam. I'm sorry, but I won't go easy on you. We don't want you to go easy. Too many of the previous bots were too easy for us. So let's see what's going to happen with you, Mina. And I start with the white colors. Okay, you play the French. Oops, developing the queen a little bit too early, I would say. So let's protect pawn at e4. Just to tell you, there is a standard trap for many beginners. They'll push the pawn to g3 to attack the queen. Then the queen checks out e4 and gets the rook. But that's not going to happen with us. At least not now. Now the knight is pinned, so the e4 pawn is still unprotected. So we bring the bishop. Till now, Mina has played more or less okay, but I don't like the fact that she moved the rook too fast. Now let's attack the queen. So the knight has no time to take a pawn. And what should we do now? Attack the knight can go to... If the f6 try to attack my knight at c3, yep. We're going to put a bishop at d2 to be okay, to be protected. What definitely we need to do now is get rid of this queen at h5. Without this, no, the pawn c3 is not attacked. Without this queen, there's not too much that Mina can do. Should we exchange queens? Of course, one can think of, we're going to here to e4 to threaten with mate. No, it's not threatened with mate, I'm sorry, because the queen will take it. Maybe now we can threaten because we have not mate necessarily, at least win the pawn at h7. Not yet, the pawn goes here, but the pawn weakens what's happening in front of the queen. Until now, Mina, other than taking a queen out too early, has played quite well, I would say. What would happen if we attack the queen with a bishop? How many? Can we take with... yes, we can take what's going to happen or something. Definitely the position in front of the king is going to weaken. If I take the queen, I lose my queen. I don't want this to happen. Okay, now we're going to pin the knight. Finally, we got the queen. got a queen for a bishop. Yes, finally. Mina, no matter what you say, you're going easy on me. We're attacking now the rook. If the pawn here was not here, the bishop go to e3 and win. Now I'm going to threaten with the bishop. Still there's a pawn on d4 that doesn't allow us. Now we'll threaten the rook again at a7. And we got it. Yep, the rook is ours. What can we do? Take the knight. If we take enough material, even if we accidentally lose the queen, we're still ahead. But I'll try, of course, not to lose the queen. I'm attacking the g6 pawn. My knight is threatened. The problem here is if I'm not careful, rook goes to e5 and I lose my queen. How can I defend both of them? Not so easy. But I'm already 13 points ahead, so better lose my knight than my queen. Where can the queen go to be safe? If the knight goes to e6, rook goes to e5. Okay, let's do the long castling, so at least my queen is not in danger. Yep, okay, he took the knight. So the difference is a little bit smaller, but still we're ahead. Where else can we go? Let's put the bishop back to be back in the game. Take the pawn here. Mina might take, yes, he took the pawn at g2, but now we're going to win the bishop with this double attack. Check. Oh, the check, isn't it? Of course it is. Not only check, we win your bishop. So once again, difference is back to 13 points. We'll get another pawn here. Yes, you're threatening my queen with your knight, but I'm going to check first. Make my queen be safe. What else can I do here? I hope I'm not in danger. No, the knight may check on e2, but that's all. Let's push the pawn to attack the pawn. Yep, I knew this check was here. Not now even going to allow you to check again. I don't know any perpetual by any chance. Take the pawn first, then we can take the knight, I hope. You take the knight because it was also threatening my rook. Thanks, give me the rook for free. What else can we take? Oh, we need a mate. All we need to do is check on the rook. Check with the queen, is it a mate? Yep. So Mina, I guess you weren't going easy either. Can I have another try? No, I was not going easy. I'm afraid you went easy. And yes, you can have another try. Now you have the white and I have the black. Yep, now you're going to start first. Salam, I'm sorry, but I won't go easy on you. If you can start, yep. Let me play the symmetrical. Again. The queen out so easily. All I have to do is a little bit careful and you're not going to get my pawn. And here you're threatening mate. Yep. Mate on f7 if I'm not careful, but I am careful and it's not going to happen. How will we stop it? Queen goes to e7, for example. It also takes the knight on h6, but now let's start attacking the queen. See, where would your queen go? Attack again the queen. While developing, you're just pushing your queen right and left. Don't like my queen here. It stopped me castling, but I'll continue developing. I'm going to get an extra pawn with this check. Yep, you saw it. I have to be careful because if I'm not careful, rook goes to e1 and my knight is pinned. Nope, I'm going to put my bishop here. If I castle, the problem is there's a double attack. If rook goes back to e1, it's attacking both my knight and my bishop. So let's develop. I'm going to get the second pawn at c2. Stick the knight, seems like it's material. Now I cannot castle because I lose my bishop. But I'm going to put my rook here on d7. So now I can safely castle without losing my bishop. Now, I want my bishop to have more space to leave, not to be constrained and always guarded by the rook. That's what they call a Greek gift, but where is the follow-up? Finally, I got a piece. If I take the pawn at b2, rook goes to b1, then I'll put my bishop c3. Okay, my pawn is defended at b7, don't worry about that. Nice free rook, thanks, Mina. Can we do now? Invade. Occupy the open E file. Put my rook on the second rank. Put another rook on the E file to have it completely ours. What I would definitely like is what did I do? Where can my knight go to attack? If it goes here to f6, it'll go later to e4 to attack the bishop. Oh, I have a free pawn. Don't even need to think about that. Another free pawn. And soon the other rook will be on the second rank. Yep. I can take your rook as a very minimum. Perhaps I have a mate. No, I don't, but I'm going to take your rook. What I want to do now is I want to create what's called a mating net. Pawn goes to 5 to take control of the g4 square. Check. See where can you go. I think it's 2 moves mate or not. If I go here, check. Start to get a little worried. You should better get quite a lot worried, but if I go g2, you go to f3. It's going back and forth. No, let's take this pawn while we can. It's not stalemate by any chance. Nope. Because only your king can move, but still it has a few squares to go. And let's see if this is a mate. Yep. Yes, I wasn't going easy either. Never go easy, but Mina, like all the previous bots, you're going quite easy on me. So this concludes bot number 12, if I counted correctly. Let's give a look at the bots and see what has happened until now. We're playing the beginner mode bots and we've beaten all these 12 that you see here. Martin from Bulgaria, Wayne from Singapore, Fabian from Gibraltar, Juan from Venezuela, Philip from Poland, Eleni from Greece, Noel from Finland, Oliver from Ireland, Milika from Serbia, Aaron from Iceland, Sanjay from Liberia, and Mina from Iran. Let's see who is next on our list. And we'll face it in the next video. It is Zara from Malaysia. Okay, Zara. And what is your rating? Now the rating becomes higher. Zara is rated 850. Let's see what's going to happen with Zara, but that concludes a video for today. We defeated Mina from Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to all of you who subscribed. Thanks to our viewers. If you like a channel and are interested to be informed about the videos, you may want to subscribe. We always appreciate your subscriptions. Any comments you may have, whether about the videos, anything else you'd like us to present. Until now, we have presented some videos, initial videos with my thoughts about chess, some videos from tournaments I've participated, and now it is a series of facing the chess.com bots. This ends the video for now. Thanks for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Harry Lauseneziris, and this is Greco Chess. Goodbye.